You will occasionally be asked to answer questions or perform.
Welcome to Workday On Demand Education. I am Walt, your Workday Automated Learning Tutor.
And I'm Ali, your Automated Learning Instructor. This session, titled Organizations and Security, is interactive. You will occasionally be asked to answer questions or perform actions.
In this module, we will examine the different types of organizations, the importance of organizations, and how they relate to each other. Then, we'll examine roles and security groups, including how they are assigned and how they control data security. This is an interactive module. You will occasionally be asked to answer questions or perform actions. Upon completion of this module, you should be able to understand organizations and security. There are a number of different organization types in the Workday system. The most commonly used are supervisory, cost centers, matrix, custom organizations, and location hierarchy. The supervisory organization is the foundation of the Workday HCM system. It allows you to document who reports to whom. Workday also provides different costing organizations, such as cost centers, companies, or regions. These types of organizations can also be combined in a hierarchy to represent a structure. A matrix organization allows you to link workers who work together, but belong to different supervisory organizations. Each matrix manager has a dotted line relationship to the members of the matrix organization. We also offer custom organizations. These are organizations you can use to group workers for reporting purposes, or eligibility for certain benefits, or compensation. Location hierarchy is used to view reports from an aggregated location perspective. The Workday community site provides documentation on how to maintain organization types, as well as how to create and maintain organizations.
In the Workday system, the primary HCM structure is the supervisory organization. This represents who reports to whom. A supervisory organization is not a cost center or a department, but a reporting hierarchy.
This is an example of a supervisory organization hierarchy. Steve is the CEO of the company Global Modern Services. Logan, Oliver, Teresa, Max, and Jake are all members of the Executive Management Organization, which report to Steve. Mark and Anthony are in the Information Technology Organization and report to Oliver. Helen, Jack, and Kevin are in the IT Services Organization and report to Anthony. Jared and Jeff, who are in the IT Help Desk Organization, report to Jack. A worker can't only belong to one supervisory organization. Before we look at a supervisory organization in the Workday system, let's talk about superior and subordinate organizations. When a supervisory organization is created, there may be a supervisory organization that is superior or subordinate in the reporting hierarchy. For example, the Information Technology Supervisory Organization is subordinate to the Executive Management Group, but superior to the IT Services Group. Additionally, the manager of a supervisory organization is never a member of that supervisory organization. They will always be a member of the organization superior to the one they manage. For example, Oliver manages the Information Technology Organization. Notice that he does not belong to that organization. Rather, he belongs to the Executive Management Supervisory Organization.
A security group is a collection of Workday users that you can link to either a domain security policy or a business process security policy to configure access in Workday. Data security is controlled by using security groups which can be constrained, for example, limiting workers to a given context, or unconstrained, system-wide. Workday provides several types of security groups for you to use to connect workers with security policies. However, for this session, we will focus on the three primary types: role-based, user-based, and job-based security groups. Membership in a security group is determined either by specifically identifying individuals to be included in the group, as is the case in user-based security groups, or by including users indirectly, based on information such as their role, position, or geographical location, as is the case in role-based and job-based security groups. Let's look at each of these steps more closely.
Role-based security groups are based on defined organizational roles. Organizational roles typically equate to responsibilities for the organization. Role-based security groups are a common way to constrain data access in Workday based on organizations a given worker is responsible for. Membership in role-based security groups is derived based on role assignments. The name of an organization role, which is linked to a role-based security group, is equal to the responsibilities in the organization. For example, an HR partner's responsibility is to manage human resources related tasks, such as processing and approving hires, job changes, and terminations. Role-based security groups have support responsibilities within an organization, and data access is usually constrained by the organization. A role-based security group is linked to an organization role of the same name. That organization role is then assigned to an organization. The organization role is then manually assigned to a position. A worker in that position is automatically assigned to that role and then added as a member of the role-based security group. If there is a subordinate supervisory organization without organization roles assigned, that role will be inherited from a superior organization based on configuration. Here is a partial list of organization roles. Generally, partner roles are organization roles. Someone in a user-based security group will be responsible for setting up information in the system and initiating certain processes in areas such as human resources, compensation, or benefits. There can be multiple people in your organization within the same user-based security group, and these people will have system administrator-type responsibilities. User-based security groups are unconstrained and allow company-wide data access, and are manually assigned to a person. Workers within user-based security groups do not necessarily have access to workers' data. Here is a partial list of the user-based security groups that are delivered in the Workday system. Job-based security groups are automatically assigned by the Workday system, based on a process, such as hiring an employee into a specific job profile or management level. These are custom security groups that your company may have chosen to set up, and can be used in business processes. For example, a 20% salary increase might require additional approval from the Chief Financial Officer, and the CFO could be set up as a job-based security group. Job-based security access stays with the job. When the person in that job moves to another position, the incoming person will immediately have access associated with the job-based security group. Roles and security are closely linked in Workday. Your role as HR partner determines what tasks you can do and what information you can see. Workday has role-based security groups, which are linked to organization roles, and organization roles are assigned to specific organizations. By clicking on an organization, such as the Benefits Department, we can see information about the organization, including the workers filling the organization roles. There are two tabs here that will show us who fills the organizational roles. The Security Groups tab provides a more comprehensive look at the workers that fill the roles supporting the organization. It includes workers who have gained security group membership through inheritance. Let's look at the information. This page is especially useful to help you troubleshoot business process routings and security configurations. Workers can also view this page to see who fills the organization roles. This information can be helpful for workers looking for contacts, such as Logan McNeil for HR questions, or Maria Cardoza for benefits. Here are some final notes and reminders about security groups. Membership in a role-based security group is derived based on organizational role assignments. A person is assigned to an organization role through a position, and that organization role is linked to a role-based security group. If an organization role is not filled, it can be inherited from a superior organization. For user-based security groups, access is unconstrained, system-wide, and is typically for those in administrator and setup roles needing company-wide access. User-based security groups are manually assigned to a person. Someone with an administrative role will be responsible for setting up information in the system and initiating certain processes in areas such as human resources, compensation, or benefits. For job-based security groups, membership is derived based on the job a user is in and the job criterion defined for the security group. For example, the management level. For all of these roles, security is always enforced. In this module, we learned about the different types of organizations and examined roles and security groups. Now that we have completed this module, you should be able to understand organizations and security concepts. Thank you for watching this on-demand education module.